Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Phantom.Strategies. So I wasn't really planning on making this midday Bitcoin video review, but we are seeing some sell-off and some retracement in Bitcoin, so I thought this might be a good time to have a quick video update since a lot of people are asking me question on this. What is this sell-off means? Why are we getting the sell-off? Is there anything that we need to be aware of? Alright, so let's get it started. So right now, as I told you yesterday, the trend line that we have been watching, this is coming all the way down from the early February, that the lows that we made around 5,800 levels. Alright, we pierced that trend line yesterday. We couldn't get it above that, and it was very critical that we get above that trend line. Today morning we had a slight hope that the 20-day moving average was holding up. The price was holding up around that 10,600 levels on the 20-day moving average this morning, and I had a slight hope that if we can get the reversal on that and perhaps get over that trend line, then we can have a little bit more momentum going forward. But we did not have enough interest in Bitcoin price action later in the morning, and that is also due to I'm also watching the futures market. The S&P 500 is selling off a little bit. It was almost 1% down. Watching the CNBC headlines, if you so there were Wall Street should be afraid of what Donald Trump does after Cohen. I mean, it's just FUD news, breaking news. Bitcoin just tanked below 10,000 after SEC says. Let me take this blocker off. Okay, let me just refresh this page. I had an ad blocker on. Let me just load it up real quick. So after SEC says crypto exchanges must be registered with agency, which is fine, they should get registered, and that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing if the exchanges get registered with SEC. This is not a red flag that hey, the Bitcoin is gonna go to zero, cryptocurrency is big bubble and we're never gonna recover anything. This is so the moral of the story is no need to panic when there is this kind of headlines what you are seeing right now. That being said, we always want to do a risk management. We want to make sure that we are putting those stop losses. We are in the morning video I said I won't trust any of the breakout until we clear that 11,700 levels in Bitcoin, and I still stand by that. That doesn't mean that there's no trading opportunities in Bitcoin. The initial low that we made today were right at the support level that the previously tested support levels on Bitcoin, around 9,300, 9,400. So those are the support levels that we really need to look for. That was the retracement we had about a week ago. So we have to hold the support level. The next support level will be around 9,000. It's going to be around 9,062, 9,000 mark. So those are the next support level, and going up, whatever was being whatever the levels that were giving us the support, now they will act as a resistance. Alright, so do I see anything major that that really strikes me as okay, we need to convert all our investment into fiat? No, but we still have to do our risk management. We still have to make sure, because market can stay irrational longer. I have said this plenty of time. Market can stay irrational longer than you or I can stay relevant. Okay, so that being said, can it go to this 7,000 level, 6,000 level? Absolutely, anything can happen in market, and market will do anything that it wants to. So we shouldn't be fighting the market. Only thing that we can control. I say this thing again and again. I want to reiterate these things because it's a good reminder for everyone to have this thing. You know, we remember this thing and we implement these things. We want to make sure that we do our risk management, because that's the only thing that we can control as a trader, as an investor. Nothing else we can control. I cannot control the Bitcoin price action. I cannot control the cryptocurrencies. You cannot control it. No one can control it. So, but what we can control as an investor and trader is how we place in our risk management strategies, how we manage our trades, take profits when the opportunity comes. You know, if there is a bounce, you're making like 7-8%, start putting the stop losses, move those stop losses in your favor, and you know, play with those things. It's better to be safe than sorry. Okay, don't let and especially in the market where there's a lot of choppy action going on, put those, you know, risk management strategies in place. So you'll be much happy, and you'll definitely make more money in this kind of sideways up and down market, because there's plenty of opportunities. You can make trades, you can sell it, come back again. Those profit will add up. Okay, if your portfolio is too big, let's say if you have like 20 coins or even 10 coins, it's hard to manage unless you are a very, very active trader. It's very hard to manage those 20, like 10 plus coins, unless you're like just picked up absolutely lows, and like, you know, you are not planning to sell them for like 5 years. But again, that buy and hold theory, I'm not a very big advocate of buy and hold theory. So everyone have their opinion, and I'm not a big advocate of that hold theory. I mean, yes, I like holding it for specific time frame. Excuse me, specific time frame, but not for like, you know, for like forever and ever and ever. You can always trade those, and you can build the position, but you want to make sure you are building it at the lower base. So yeah, I just wanted to have this quick update, quick video review. The selling, there's no, I mean, if I come to the Telegraph, why is it, okay, so yeah, there is nothing that I see as a red flag. Yeah, there is nothing shows me as like a red flag. Same thing with CoinDesk. The only thing that I saw that is like, you know, SEC is saying that the exchange must be registered with it, which is a good thing. I don't know why would we have a sell-off on that. This sell-off is a BS sell-off. Okay, it feels BS, but that being said, we still want to make sure we are doing a risk management. Okay, just because it doesn't look real doesn't mean that we are in all green and we don't forget about our discipline, forget our risk management, because just from looking at it doesn't look realistic, but still this looks like more of a shake off of weak hands. You know, have a huge volume down, look at this volume that picked up. If you huge volume down, shake off all the, like, you know, weak hands, and you know, then try to build the position from there. That could be one of the scenarios. Who knows? We don't know that. The only thing we know is like our account, our portfolio, how we do our trade management, how we do our risk management. That's the only thing I know. That's the only thing you should know. Like, that's how we trade, and that's how we make money. Okay, so trade on probabilities, trade when the odds are in your favor. So that will go a long way. Okay, I was looking at the GDEX. Again, it's coming to the support. I mean, this support, yes, it do need to hold up. This is a major support levels, and we need to hold this 9300 support levels. Let's see if we can hold it. And there is nothing that like showing me right now, at least, that that we should panic or panic sell. But yeah, we have to put the stop losses, because if you put the stop losses, we can always buy it back again later. I picked, it's easy to pick up and sell with those stop losses. It's just much easier. Okay. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to have this quick video review, so people who are questioning what's going on, what is the sell-off. So there is, like, again, there's, I don't know, doesn't concern me really. This is a good thing, in fact, and like it's related to like this S&P. If I look at the spider, if I look at the S&P 500, this is the sell-off that happened earlier in the morning. The S&P 500 was about 1%. It was down 1%, which is a big move, and like it's almost like 300 points in S&P 500, and that's a significant 1% in crypto world is like irrelevant, but 1% in like S&P 500, it's relevant. All right, that's the news. So I hope people understand those things. And yeah, so it's related to, I feel like it's related to this minor sell-off that happened on the NASDAQ and on S&P 500. Okay. Let's see how, we need to make sure, like, this is not becoming a major sell-off. I have said this plenty of time before on the channel. Global market, S&P 500, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, Russell, Nikkei, all those markets are not isolated from cryptocurrency. People sometimes get this, like, this opinion, or like, this mindset where they think cryptocurrencies are completely isolated from the global market, but it's not. If global market sells off, you bet your ass is going to impact the cryptocurrency world. It will. Write it down somewhere. It will. If there is a big sell-off in the, in the market, in the global market, in the S&P 500, I bet you it will reflect on cryptocurrencies. There is no ifs or but. All right. The 2017, we had a great 2017 in crypto market. Guess what? In S&P 500, 2017 was amazing as well. So please remember that it's not isolated. It is what it is. So whether you can live in denial, or you can accept the reality. Okay. So that's all, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Post it in the comments. I will do some altcoins later in the day. I'm monitoring the Bitcoin price action right now. We have those levels, that 9,300. Those are the levels that must hold, and we need to make sure this this retracement, this sell-off, the panic sell-off doesn't become something major. At least from the news event, it does not look based off the news event. It is based off more of from the global perspective, from the sell-off, the earlier mini sell-off that occurred in S&P 500. Okay, so that's my analysis on this recent pullback, the panic sell, whatever you want to call it, in Bitcoin. I don't think it's news driven. I think it's more of driven based on the sell-off on the S&P 500, shaking off some of the weaker hands in Bitcoin, and from looking at the price action, that's how it looked like. All right. So thank you, and I will talk to you soon.